Ed, we do these polls in our wonderful morning skate that ask fans what they want. One of the ones we did last week, there was actually a fairly high mark for fans who wanted the Canucks to shoot the puck into their own net in order to get a lower draft pick. They're not going to tank that, obviously, but this whole season has been about youth. But what does that mean for the last 30 games of the season or so?
Well, it really, it's like this, George Costanza's Bizarro world, where people are looking at the standings in reverse and,
Yeah.
oh, they lost, yay, and look at all the teams they won around them, yay. I think the majority of Canucks fans have really turned into draftists here. I think the reality of where their team is at this stage has set in, and the best thing for this franchise is to get a top 5 draft pick, and I think that really solidifies the whole rebuilding plan. If you add a blue chipper to the group they've got now, I think people can get on board with that, and that's why I don't think, the losses really sting that much.
Unless you're paying for the tickets, of course. Now, there's sort of an interesting contrast when you look at this team. We're talking a lot about the players that are here. Your Virtanens, your McCanns, your Huttons. Obviously, Horvat's still in that mix, the upper end. Talk about a top 5 blue chipper that you would hope would be here next year. What about the guys in the middle? We've already seen one of them go out, but you've still got some first, second round picks that are prospects in there. Is there anything serious? Even going to the Anton Rodins along with the Shinkaraks, maybe Bazer from last year. Are they any of these, like, how is that group progressing? What have you heard about them?
Oh, it's an interesting one, especially with the trade deadline, because I think the greatest value, especially for the guys in Utica right now, may be as sweeteners in a larger
bigger
deal.
PO,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just look. There's just they can't play 16 forwards, and Hunter Shinkarik's still a first-round draft pick, still has value in the open market. So I think that's going to be a really interesting one for Canucks fans to track around the trade deadline.
I know this is so hard to gauge, Ed, but whether it's the trade deadline or going into the draft and free agency, do you see a blockbuster deal for Jim Benning here?
A blockbuster, no. I see a lot of those kind of moves that would be similar to when they brought Sven Barchi in for a second rounder, where you kind of add a piece here, add a piece there. I think the blockbuster will take place in the free agency season, because I think the Canucks are going to go out and sign either Milan Lucic or Andrew Ladd. But I think as far as the trade deadline goes, no, it's sort of asset management and bringing more assets
Almost looking forward to the offseason already, more than the games, that's for sure.